Second weekend of action from Whistler for the BMW IBSF Bobsleigh and Skeleton World Championships. First on the agenda, men's skeleton. And Christopher Grother of Germany, after a really strong opening heat that left him in the silver medal position, slipped out overnight down to fifth position. A good second trip of the day, though, allowed him to move ahead of former world champion Alexander Tretiakov, still in with a hope of a medal finish. Chris Young hadn't really turned up for the races on day one, but day two was an entirely different story for the Olympic champion. Fastest start and second fastest in heat three. He again blasted away from the blocks and came down ahead of Grother to deny the German perhaps a medal shot. But there were three sleds still to come. In the bronze medal position from the very first heat was Thomas Ducours. Third overnight, third after heat three. He looked tied in for another World Championship medal, but at the bottom of the run, it all drifted away. Yun led with 2 to go to the delight of his teammates. Ducours out of the medals. 2 to go, Nikita Tregibov, the silver medalist in Pyeongchang. And Martin Ducours yet to go. First of all, Tregibov had to beat the man who took gold away from him in the Olympic Games. Despite a huge hit on the wall in the final corner, he came good, leading with just one man left. So we would either have a first-time world champion or a six-time world champion. Wearing the world champion's red vest that he earned last time out in Koenigsegg in 2017, Martin Ducours blew away a 9-year-old Olympic start record and set for the fourth and final run, the fastest trip down the ice. Superman roaring to his 6th career World Championship gold. Dominant force still in sliding and the fastest man ever to start a sled on the Whistler track. Martin Ducours, the gold medalist, ahead of Nikita Tregibov and Sunbin Young at the end of a dramatic men's skeleton World Championships. The skeleton action concluded on Friday lunchtime with the women. Fourth and final heat sees our World Cup champion Elena Nikitina lying in 5th position, 2200s behind her closest rival. The 2016 World Championship bronze medalist hasn't had such a good time in the Worlds in the last couple of seasons, but a big start and a good slide in the final heat put the top 4 under pressure. Anna Stetova's last World Championships in Koenigsegg was as a German slider. Now she represents her home nation, the Czech Republic. She finished 4th there. She was 4th overnight. And after dropping behind early on, pulled back ahead of Nikitina to guarantee herself at least a 4th place finish. The double junior world champion led with 3 to go, all her former teammates from Germany. Sophia Griebel, already a gold medalist in the teams competition the previous weekend, lay in 3rd place overnight and consolidated it in the 3rd heat. And she drove away from her Czech rival to take the lead and guarantee herself her first ever individual world championship medal. She was pretty pleased. With 2 to go, it was a battle of world champions. Wearing the red vest of the reigning world champion from Koenigsegg 2017 was the Olympic silver medalist Jacqueline Lerling. She was 3900s behind at the start of the final run. It looked like a huge gap, but Lerling is made of strong stuff and a brand new track record laid down a marker for her teammate Tina Hermann. Hermann, the 2016 world champion, was last to go. Whatever happened now, we'd A, have a German winner, and B, have a double world champion. Only one woman's ever done that, Germany's Marion Thies. Despite the track record of Lerling, Hermann was right on her tail, holding her lead. Only 100 slower on the final run to lay claim to her 2nd World Championship gold medal as Germany sweep the podium ahead of Anna Stetova, Elena Nikitina and Marina Gilardoni. Our world champion, Tina Hermann. Final action of the championships, the blue ribboned event. Michael Vogt of Switzerland, the young sensation of the championships, 21 years old at the end of his 2nd year of driving, lying in a strong top 6 position overnight. And in the final run, another good drive cemented a fantastic end to a great World Cup debut season. Benny Meyer's season was truncated by a hamstring injury that saw him miss half the races, and that lack of race preparation has caught him up here. He was hoping for a medal in the four-man, ended up slipping behind Vogt, but still a top 6 finished, his best since his home race in Innsbruck 2 years ago. Maxim Antonov of Russia in 4th place on the track where the Russians have won the last 4 bobsled four-man races. But it was not to be a win here for Antonov nevertheless. 4th position, leading at the line with 3 to go in the final heat. That would be a big result for the 30-year-old. The final 3 sleds included 3 different nations. Justin Cripps, the 31-year-old Canadian, lying in the bronze medal position overnight. His 6th World Championships as a driver after 2 as a brakeman. Lots of experience of this track would gain him a medal, but of what colour? Oskars Melbardis broke the track record, crushed it in the first heat, broke the start record in the second heat, led overnight, lost the lead in heat 3. They tied the start record with their 4th and final run. He had enough to put Justin Cripps behind him and guarantee himself at least a silver. Now it was down to one man to decide the fate of the gold. And that one man, the reigning 2- and 4-man world and Olympic champion Francesco Frigic, with a groin strain from the first push of the 4-man race. He still managed to overhaul the overnight leader and race away to a near 0.3 of a second victory to add the World Cup title to the Olympic title and his new double World Championship crowns. Francesco Frigic, Oskars Kibermanis and Chris Spring, the medalists in the 4-man.